Howdy friends, welcome to this post-workout stretch routine. This is perfect for after a workout at the gym or even before to warm up your muscles to go lift some weights. This is an all-level stretch routine, so whether you're getting into stretching for the first time or you're actively working on your flexibility, this class is for you. And we're going to hold each pose, each stretch for about 30 seconds. And I'm Kate. I'm excited to guide you through your stretches today, and we're gonna get you feeling great in no time. Let's get started. Let's get started with wide legs on our mat. Take your feet wider than your hips. Hands on the hips, lengthen out of the spine, and fold forward. Put your energy on the pinky side of your toe so you don't slip. And sway your chest back and forth. Feeling the hamstrings opening up. You can pull yourself deeper by grabbing onto your ankles. And take a little sway side to side. Releasing tension in the hips. Feeling a little bit more freedom in the hips. And pull it in a little bit deeper now. Big breath in. Big breath out. Beautiful. Hands on the mat. Come all the way up. Start to heel toe your feet in a little bit. Inhale both arms up to the sky. Look up. And we'll take a side body stretch. On your exhale, your right arm reaches towards the left side of the room, the left hand supported by the leg. Look up under your right arm so you're swiveling your chest open. And inhale brings you to center. Exhale, switch it out. The left arm reaches the right hand on your leg now. Looking up under your left arm. One more time, each side. Inhale, breathe up. Exhale, reach with the right arm. Inhale up, center. Exhale, reach with the left arm. Beautiful. Plant both hands on the mat. The right leg is forward, the left leg is back behind you. Let your hips be heavy here, but keep your chest proud. Back foot is tucked, knee off the mat. And try to get a lot of space between your shoulders and your ears. Maybe you come to forearms. Let your breath be easy. You shouldn't be forcing yourself 10 out of 10 where it restricts your breath or makes your breath shallow or short. You should feel a stretch, but allow it to let your breath be large and nourishing. Then drop the back knee and heel toe your right foot towards the center of the mat. Bring both hands to the top of your right thigh. Let your hips be heavy, drop them forward. Keep the spine long. And on your next inhale, breathe the arms up. Look up, take it into a little bit of a back bend. Nicely done. Exhale, the hands come down to the mat, straighten through the front leg. You can have a bend in the front leg, but press into the mat with your right heel and flex the toes back towards your face. Fold over your right leg for your half splits. Beautiful hamstring stretch. I like to find little pulses with my breath, so an inhale brings me out, and exhale pulses me a bit deeper. Very nice. Rebend your right leg, plant both hands, step into your downward dog, so an inverted V. Legs can be bent here. Heels don't need to touch the ground, but just open through the backs of your legs. Try to get long in the spine, open through the armpits, holding here. Pedal it out if you need to. Bending one leg, then the other. Deep breath in. Long breath out. One more time, deep breath in. Long breath out. Nice. Now step your left foot up to the outside of your left hand, finding lizard on the left this time. Back foot tucked, back knee is up. Let the hips be heavy, let the chest be proud. Option to come down to forearms to intensify. This is opening through the outside of the left hip and the psoas, or the hip flexor of the back leg. But of course the body is connected, so you might feel this anywhere in the body, and just let that be information for you to take in. Drop the back knee, untuck the back toe. Your upper body comes upright and heel toe the left foot in towards the center of the mat. Hands can be on the left thigh. Really long spine here. And then on your next inhale, arms rise, look up towards your arms. Let the hips be heavy, but turn it into a little bit of a back bend, opening through the entire front chain of the body. With a focus on the front of your right hip. Big breath in. Big breath out. One more time, in and out. Both hands come to the mat, straighten through the front leg as the hips go back in space. Press the left heel into the ground and flex the toes back at your face. Then fold over your left leg to any degree. Finding little bounces with your breath here, so your inhale brings you a little bit out, straightens the spine. And your exhale lets you relax in. Opening through the back of the leg, the hamstring. One more time here. Breathe in. Breathe out. Plant both hands, rebend the front leg, and step back into your downward facing dog. Pedal it out for a few moments. Then with many steps, start to walk the hands back towards the feet. Forward fold. But we'll add on here. So walk out your forward fold, bending one leg, then the other. And next time you bend your right leg, roll over your toes so the top of your foot is getting a nice, beautiful stretch. And release that. Left foot now, roll over the toes, stretch the top of the foot, and we'll do this for about 20 more seconds. Foot health is underrated and extremely important. The more we have our feet in shoes, the more they become stiff. But there are so many different ways that we can stretch our feet, from stretching our toes back to under, and suspending a little time here will pay off in spades, especially as we get older. The older we get, the stiffer our feet tend to get. Now we'll take it the other way and just come to your tiptoes of your right foot. Then tiptoes of the left. Right. Left. And then walk it into your downward facing dog. One breath here. Beautiful. Both knees come to the mat, but keep your hands where they are. We'll move into puppy pose, so 90-degree angle with the knees, and walk the hands forward so your chest melts towards the mat. This is a beautiful upper body stretch, getting into the shoulders. Let the forehead come towards the mat here. If you do any sort of gym weightlifting where it's overhead and you're working your upper body, this is going to be a stretch you need to spend a lot of time in. Big breaths here. Don't let this position get too intense that you can't breathe fully. 2 more breaths. Beautiful. Start to move all the way forward onto your stomach. This next one is another great one if you do strength training for the upper body. So take your right arm out like the letter T, straight out from the shoulder. Then roll over onto the right side of the body. Keep your left arm like a kickstand. If you want a little bit more, then open up the body more towards the ceiling or the sky. Keep your left leg like a kickstand back and behind you, and you can open up the left arm back. Getting into the pecs, the front of the shoulders. This is one you can spend a lot of time in. It's called the broken wing. Nice, easy face. Don't make this too intense. Just feel the sensation of a stretch. One more breath in and out. Beautiful. Come to center. And we'll take it onto the other side. So the left arm comes out like the letter T, straight out from the shoulder. Roll over onto the left side. Keep the right arm in front of you for a kickstand, or you can reach it back behind you. Two more breaths. Beautiful. Come back to center. And we'll open through the back chain of the body. So hands under the shoulders and start to straighten the arms. Maybe you straighten them just a little bit, but keep the collarbones really wide. Or you can straighten your arms all the way, but keep your shoulders away from the ears so you're not shrugging up. This isn't lazy. You're actively pulling your chest bone forward between the gateway of your arms. Neutral gaze, so about 4 feet in front of you. Keep the neck nice and supple. Active here. Even your lower body is still pressing into the mat, lifting you away. 3, 2, 1. Come all the way down. Take a breath in, out, and press yourself up. Take a seat on your booty. Bring the bottom of the feet together, pretty close to the body. That way we can get into the groin. If you put them out further, it gets into the outer hips, and we want to work and target the groin here. So butterfly pose, grabbing onto the feet or grabbing onto the ankles. Inhale to a really long spine, and exhale, fold forward. I like to press my elbows into my knees to keep them down and intensify. You can let your back round here. Pressing the knees down the whole time. with a gentle energy towards the ground. One more full breath here, in and out. Come all the way up. Maybe you help your knees together. And we'll come onto our knees for a nice little back stretch. Hips over knees and shoulders over hips. Tuck both toes and bring your hands to your lower back. We'll take a mini camel, and if you want to bring it all the way back into a traditional camel, you can do that as well. So hands to your lower back, push the hips forward, squeeze the glutes, navel in towards the spine, gaze towards the sky, lean back, feel it in the upper spine, the thoracic spine. And if you'd like to shift your hands from your low back to your heels that are tucked, go for it, but keep pressing the hips forward, forward, forward. Keep the chin tucked, or you can release it back, but it intensifies the stretch. You can also untuck the toes. Breathe in and out, opening through the front chain of the body. To intensify, if you want to reach one hand towards the back of the room, you can. Then switch it out. Then slowly, slowly come all the way up. Sit on your booty. Take a moment in stillness. Let everything settle from the back bend. Then we'll slowly move on to our backs. Cross your right leg over your left leg, making a figure 4. Breathe that all into your chest. Start to roll out both ankles here. And maybe you walk your shoulders up, you walk your neck long, finding a lot of space in your spine. Feeling the imprint of your spine on the mat. Then you can let go of the rolling of the ankles, pull it in a little bit deeper, maybe straighten through the left leg, pushing the heel towards the sky. Dropping the shoulders back onto the mat. Big breaths. Now that we're on our back, we can feel this grounded sense. Connected, maybe even heavy, but in a safe way. So breathe in fully. Let it go. One more time as you pull the leg in just a little bit more. Breathe in. And let it go. Bend the left leg, let the foot touch down to the ground. Switch out the legs, figure 4, with the left leg bent this time. Breathe it all into your chest. Roll out both ankles, targeting the left glute this time. Let go of the rolling of the ankles. Maybe you straighten the right leg. Flexing the foot, pressing the heel of the right foot in towards the ceiling. Big breath in. And let it go. 2 more times, in and out. Pull it in a little bit closer. Inhale. And exhale. Then bend the right leg. Bring both feet flat on the floor. Final pose, a really relaxing pose. Supta Baddha Konasana, we call it in yoga. Bottom of the feet together. Legs in a diamond shape. Taking a full minute here to feel the sensation of your body. Feel the space that we created. Feel proud of yourself for both going to the gym and doing what you do there, whether it's cardio or strength training or just showing up there. And then also making space for this practice. They go hand in hand. The more flexibility and mobility you have, the healthier your joints are, the less risk of injury you have, the better you feel in your body. You have a sense of space, not just in your body, but in your mind. It just takes a short period of time to really shift your mental state into a calmer one. And one with maybe a little bit more joy after stretching and pouring some love back into your body. Start to breathe a little deeper. Nice. Use your hands to close your legs. Find a little bit of engagement in your core and roll up to a seat, but keep the eyes closed down. Keep a lot of space between your ears and your shoulders. We'll end the class with a sweet namaste, and I hope you enjoyed the stretching routine. I'll see you on the mat soon.